Alright, this is Vegeta8259, and today I'm going to continue doing some reviews of the 1:144 scale Gundam wing model kits. Today I'm going to be doing the Shenlong Gundam. Now this is kind of a special review for me because this was my very first Gundam model kit. Back in 2000, Gundam Wing had just come out in North America, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And shortly after it finished its run, I went on some online store, I can't remember where it was, and bought a 1:144 scale Shenlong Gundam. Now this is not the same one that I bought 10 years ago, but that one looks much worse. I did a really bad paint job on it. This is actually, I think, my third 1:144 scale Shenlong Gundam that I've had over the years. And so yeah. So for colors, I've painted this kit. It's not going to look like this out of the box, but for colors you're going to get not really a white, but more like a really light gray for a lot of the arms and shoulders, the head, and most of the legs. You're going to get some red parts for the feet, the two parts for the chest, this crotch piece here, and I think that's all the red parts. A few blue parts for the lower arms. Most of the skirt armor is going to be blue. In fact, all of the skirt armor is going to be blue. And the main part of the torso here. You'll get just a couple yellow parts. The V-fin, the Dragon Fang, is molded in yellow, which really looks bad when you don't have it painted. I'll explain that later. And the shield will be molded completely in yellow, so all this blue you're going to have to paint yourself, because they don't give you stickers for it. And you just get a couple of gray pieces for the staff here. The beam on the end of it is molded in blue. And just like this little holder right here on the back and the thrusters, those will be gray. And then you get some gray polycaps. The stickers they give you will be 2 white stickers for the front skirts, a white sticker for this white part on the crotch piece here, green sticker for the camera on the chest, green sticker for the eyes, 2 stickers for the eyes on the Dragon Fang, 2 gold stickers for these parts on the chest here, a red sticker for the chin, and 4 green circular stickers for these things on the shoulders. So for articulation, Shenlong has got a ball joint at the neck, but there's practically no up and down movement at all. Practically no side to side movement at all. Really, it can only rotate about that far, because the chin and the back of the head get in the way, so not a lot of head rotation or movement at all. And keep in mind that this kit came out in 1995, so it's not going to be quite as it's not going to have nearly as impressive a posability as a newer Gundam kit. The shoulders can rotate 360, and this arm, the arm can come out. It can rotate a little bit at the shoulder, but not much. It can rotate 360 at the elbow. The elbow can bend about 90 degrees. His hand is just one piece. It's a polycap actually, and it's all ball joint, so it can rotate and wiggle around. The other arm can rotate 360 as well. When you move the Dragon Fang out of the way, you can bend the elbow about 90 degrees. It doesn't come out at all, but there's a reason for that. You'll see that later. And you get the same 360 degree rotation at the elbow, and the same polycap hand for the ball joint. I'll go over the Dragon Fang gimmick later. The waist can rotate 360, but just be careful because this little piece on the back skirt tends to get in the way. The front skirts are originally one piece and they move together, but mine accidentally broke, and so I just kind of left it in place, but as a coincidence, now mine move independently. They're not really supposed to, though. The side skirts are on a peg. They can go up and down and rotate slightly. The big back skirt does not move. The hips are on a ball joint, so they can go forward and back until they hit the back skirt. They can go out about that far. Knees are double jointed, but you're only going to get about a 90-degree bend. The ankles can go forward and back, side to side just a little bit, and rotate ever so slightly. So that's about it for articulation. For accessories, you get the beam glaive, as you saw earlier. Now, a lot of people have told me that this is a naginata, which there is a Japanese weapon that is very similar to this called the naginata, but in every Shenlong model kit's manual, this is referred to as a glaive, which is a Chinese weapon, so that's what I'm going to go with. You can remove the beam, and when not in use, you can store it on Shenlong's back in that little gray connector. You also get a shield, which you saw earlier, which is just one piece of solid yellow plastic, and it can only go in the left arm. There's no port for it to be connected to the right arm at all. So those are the only real separate weapons that Shenlong comes with, but the main gimmick of this model kit is the Dragon Fang, and to deploy it you'll have to remove Shenlong's hand, and all you have to do is grab the arm and pull, and it just kind of unfolds itself. And then you'll want to bring this white piece up and the main part of the Dragon Fang down. And being that it's such a small model, you're really not going to have any weight issues. Pretty much anywhere you pose this Dragon Fang is going to stay, because the model is 1:144 scale and it's not very heavy. Unlike the 1:100 scale Shenlong, where it does have some weight issues with the Dragon Fang. And you can turn the shoulder sideways and have it come to the front. So it's actually pretty good posability. There's a hinge right here that can go up and down. You've got a double joint right here that lets it bend up this way and that way. You've got a joint right here that can go back and forth and rotate 360. And the elbow joint functions the same as would be expected. So yeah, despite being a small and simple and inexpensive model kit, it's actually pretty nice. The Dragon Fang, I think, adds a lot of playability to this kit. And I just, all of the Gundam Wing 1:144 scales, maybe except for Death Scythe, have quite a bit of playability to them. Because they've each got their own little gimmicks. But, yeah. These things they're a little bit hard to find right now, but, Bandai is, I think now that Master Grade Wing Gundam is coming out, Bandai has decided that they're going to re-release some of their older Gundam Wing kits. In fact, the day that Wing Gundam comes out in Master Grade, they're releasing several of their 1:100 scale Gundam Wing kits to kind of coincide with that. And I saw on Hobby Link Japan that in May they're planning to re-release many of the 1:144 scale kits. So if you think you might want some of these next month, just might be your chance to get them. So I guess that about does it for this review. I do want to do one quick little size comparison with the Wing Gundam. So, I guess that's about it, and I will see you guys next time.